Hey guys, I'm April from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and today we are making a quick project that I'm calling the Writer's Box. This is a free project that is going out today to my email list, so check your inboxes for that. But if you're not a member of the email list and you'd like to sign up, you can do so using the link in the description down below, and you will get this kit immediately. This is a storage box that would make a great place to stash your notes or a journal. It's also a little bit of a teaser for a series I'm working on for you all, but you're just going to have to wait and see what that is. For supplies today, you just need scissors to cut everything out and your choice of glue. I'm using Beacon Fabri-Tac, but you can use any glue that you prefer. You can use a glue stick or a different brand of liquid glue. A bone folder and a scoreboard might make this project a bit faster if you have them on hand, but they are not necessary. I did hit the edges of everything with vintage photo distress ink, as well as some of the creases on the plain sides, and I'm going to show that to you really quick. So this is optional, but I think it makes for a more finished looking project, and I highly recommend it. There are 11 pages in this kit, and they all get printed on cardstock. I'm using 110-pound cardstock. I've also separated out the 6 pages for the bottom of the box from the 5 pages of the box lid, so don't mix anything up. The decorative panels are for the lid. We've got all the books and the desk and this cover piece, and then all of these wood pieces are for the base. If you've been with me for a while, assembly is going to look very familiar, but I'm going to take you through it all step by step. Let's start with the box bottom. So I'm just going to put my lid pieces to the side here and pull over these bottom pieces. Now these two panels are identical, so it doesn't matter which one you use. So put one to the side and grab the other one. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the 4 sides. Now all of these sides are interchangeable, but I did leave them labeled as to what side they go on, just in case that's something that works better for you. So box bottom, short side, bottom side, which means that it's going to go down here. Top side goes to the top, and then we have left and right. So the first thing I'd like to point out is, again, I did put distress ink along all of the tabs. So any pieces, lid or base, that has a tab, I put a little bit of distress ink along those, and that will hide any white that might poke through when my project is finished. The 2 short sides do have the 4 pieces that need to be folded. There are 3 tabs. There are 2 short ones, and then this larger tab here at the bottom. You also have a panel that folds over for the inside, and the lines for those are, it's pretty easy to see. There's the text, then the wood, and then some text again. And that is where you're going to crease those. And then your tabs just fold in. You can see they stick out past everything else. So if you're having a little trouble seeing the lines, I tried to make them as dark as possible, but in some of these areas, it's harder to see them. So if you're having trouble seeing them, just fold your long tabs in first, and then look where these angles meet the body, and that right here is where you're going to fold over. So you have these 2 short sides that have that same folding pattern, and that's the same for the lid as well, the same folding pattern. And then you have the 2 long sides, which just have 2 folds in between the wood and the words, and then this tab with a little bit of words. You've got a crease right there. So we have everything folded. And we're going to lay these out with the tabs, the pieces with these angles, facing in. So I'm just going to follow the directions of where things go and face them in. And then I have my box bottom, and we're going to glue these tabs right underneath the box bottom. So I'm going to grab, I'm using my liquid glue. I just like this because it dries faster. A glue stick will work fine as well. And the first thing we're going to do is glue this panel down to the inside. So I'm going to put a nice coating of glue here and press this down. And then I like to use my bone folder to kind of smush that glue around and firm up my crease. Then I'm going to put glue on my large tab. And there is no really up or down on the inside of the box, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. You're just going to place this tab underneath so that it looks like this, and line up the base panel with your decorative edges, the edges of that decorative words piece. So you want that to line up left and right. And then give this a fold over. We're going to repeat that for the other short side. So let's grab our glue. We're going to glue this panel down first. Now I glue pretty quickly in my tutorials. Make sure you get a good coating of glue on everything and your box is going to hold up. It'll be much more stable. It'll make it hold up a little better. I tend to glue very quickly because I'm trying to get the instructions out for you. And I always say, do as I say, not as I do. So if you're like, why isn't your glue coverage very good? You missed a spot. That's why. So the tab goes right underneath, lining up, and then giving that a fold over. And then I'm going to flip this onto the back and make sure that that glue is smoothed out really nicely under those tabs. Now I'm going to attach the side panels, and these work a little differently. We can't glue this down until we have it attached. So I'm going to put my glue on the long side. And I'm just going to tuck that under the long side here. Make sure that your edges are lined up. And then I'm going to give that a fold over. If you don't fold it over, then sometimes this panel does not want to go down into the box very well. So again, fold this down and then give it a fold over, and that will give it the room it needs when you build the box to kind of get that flap down in there. Open this back up. Don't let it get glued down if you have extra glue. And we're going to rotate and place this other long side underneath our base. Again, pop that underneath. Line up left and right. I'm going to fold this down and then I'm going to fold this over. And then make sure that my fold over is sitting nicely. If it's not, I'm going to do that again. And if you find that it is still buckling, you've done that a couple times and it is still just kind of bunching up, use your scissors or your thumbnail or something like that and just move your crease a little bit. Give it a push down and it will move your crease so that that sits a little nicer. Pop that back open. Now you have something that looks like this on the back. I'm going to smooth these down. I'll flip back over and let's start attaching these sides. So tip up your short sides, push those tabs in at a right angle. Then I'm going to grab my glue and I'm going to put a nice coating of glue over this entire thing. I'm going to focus mostly on one panel. Either one is fine. And then I'm going to go and do the ends where those tabs are going to insert on the other panel. If you put a lot of glue on both of these, it might get a little messy and you'll have a bunch of glue seeping out. So tip this up, make sure those tabs are at a right angle. Lift up the long side and fold it over. Then I'm going to pick it up and check my corners and make sure everything is slotted in nice and tight. And when I am sure that those are together nicely, I'm going to pinch and let that glue really get in there. I'm going to stand this up and use my bone folder just to smooth that out. And let's repeat that for the other side. Tabs go in at a 90-degree angle. Glue all on one of these panels. And then glue at the end of the other panel where the tabs go. Double checking, 90-degree angle on those short side tabs. Tip it up and fold over. Check your corners. And then I'm going to lay this down and give it all a good press. Now I'm going to flip this over and grab my other wood panel, and we're just going to glue this right on top to finish the bottom of the box off. So I'm going to make sure I have a good coating of glue. Pay particular attention to your edges. You might smear your glue out a little bit if you're using a liquid glue. If the edges are loose, they might catch on something and tear the bottom of your box in the future. So again, gluing things down really, really well will make your box more sturdy. I'm just going to pop that on. And I like the liquid glue because I can slide this around and get a nice fit. I'm just going to flip that over and give it a smooth from the other side. And that is it for the box bottom. So let's repeat that for the top. I'm going to grab all of my top pieces and we're going to repeat this same process. This is going to be our inside panel. This is our outside panel. So we're going to put this one to the side for now. And then we have a left, a right, a top, and a bottom. So if laying those out works better for you, by all means do it. If you mix something up, it doesn't matter. They are interchangeable for this project. I'm going to grab my short panels. And again, these have 4 tabs that are going to fold in. You have the line between the wood and the books. You're going to have another line that runs right here. I tried to make the print a little darker on this tab panel. And then there is a line, you might have to look in the middle, but you can see that that line runs right across this area. There's a little tiny print on the tab, just so you have some fudge room when you put your top panel on. And then again, those 2 little tabs on the side, from the back. Once you get these folded in, they will kind of fold up right along there. Once you get those all folded, you can go ahead and glue down the decorative panel with the wood on it. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for both of these short sides. And again, this might be very familiar. We've built a lot of boxes lately. I've got a lot of feedback that you guys love boxes, so I am trying to provide more boxes for you to keep your craft projects in. And I know I like them as well. It's nice to have a nice stack of boxes that I can store instead of just random projects. So let's go ahead and line up our top and bottom. And it looks like I missed my distress ink there. That's not a big deal. Just kind of scuff some in there really quickly. And it looks like I had some glue seepage. So again, do as I say, not as I do. Do that ahead of time or wait for your glue to dry. I'm going to glue my tab. And tuck that right underneath. Line up your left and right. And then fold that over. And I'm going to flip it and repeat that for the other short side. Line up left and right. Fold over and give that a good smush. All right, now let's grab our long sides and we're just going to glue those tabs and slide them under. So here is my left side. We're gonna line up our left and right. And then just like we did before, I'm gonna fold this down and then fold it over just to make sure I have space whenever I fold that and to make sure everything is laying nice and flat. And then let's turn and repeat that for the other side. Glue on the tab. And I'm just going to slip that underneath and line up the left and right. Fold over and then fold over again to make sure there is enough room. And again, if you have buckling, get in there with your back of your scissors or your thumbnail or your bone folder and firm up that crease to kind of shift it. Now we're going to assemble the corners. So remember, these tabs need to come in, these little tabs on the short sides come in at a 90-degree angle. Glue one entire panel. And then glue the ends where those tabs go. Tip up your sides, the short sides, tabs at a 90-degree angle, lift up the long side and fold it over, and check your corners. And then I'm going to stand that up and give it a nice crease and smush, and repeat on the final side. Glue on one panel, glue on the ends, tabs at 90 degrees, stand up that long side, fold it over, check your corners, and press. Now we just need to add our top embellishment. Here's our lid, and you want to make sure you have this in the right direction. It would be kind of odd to have this turn so that they're facing different directions. So find the right side up of the interior picture and just flip that straight over, and then place your image on top. Again, you're going to want to glue all the way to those edges to make sure the corners of your box don't catch on anything. I'll turn this so you can see the whole thing in camera. Make sure if you turn this around to put the glue on, make sure you double check again the direction of your image, and then place your outside topper on top. And then I'll just smooth that from the back with my bone folder. And now the moment of truth. See if the top fits on the bottom, and there we go. And that is it for the writer's box. I hope you enjoyed this little project, and I hope you're going to enjoy what I'm working on for you. And it should fit in the box. It's not necessary to put it in the box, but what the series that I am working on does complement this. This is not necessary for the series, and the series is not necessary for this. So don't feel like they have to go together, but it should fit in the box. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Thank you for being on the email list. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and click the little bell notification button so that you can find out when I release new videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.